My dear children of class 11, in my previous video we have learnt about population explosion, which is a major concern for us today. Now today you open page number 46, third paragraph. Fertility falls as incomes rise. Education spreads and health improves. So development is the best contraceptive. But development itself may not be possible if the present increase in numbers continues. The rich get richer and the poor beget children, which condemns them to remain poor. More children does not mean more workers. Merely more people without work. It is not suggested that human beings be treated like cattle and compulsorily sterilized. But there is no alternative to voluntary family planning without introducing an element of coercion. Now, coercion means without an element of force. The choice is really between control of population and perpetuation of poverty. And development is the best possible solution for overpopulation. So it can help in reduction in fertility and rise in income. So to spread more education and improvement in health. But if the number of population will keep on increasing, then what will happen? There will be population explosion. And the rich get richer and the poor births children who are bound to remain poorer as the rich get richer. So more population will lead to more unemployment. But if the number of population will keep increasing, it may not help in attaining any kind of development. Humans should not be treated like cattle who are sterilized by force. But to control population, some element of force has to be put on for family planning. Now humans have to choose between population control and keeping up with poverty. Now the population of India is estimated to be 920 million today, more than the entire populations of Africa and South America put together. No one familiar with the conditions in India would doubt that the hope of the people would die in their hungry hutments unless population control is given topmost priority. For the first time in human history, we see a transcending concern. That means a concern that existed for a very long time and is passed down from one generation to another. That is actually a transcending concern. The survival not just of the people but of the planet. We have begun to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence. The environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise, that is death. It is a passport for the future. The emerging new world vision has ushered in the era of responsibility. So it's a holistic view, an ecological view, seeing the world as an integrated whole rather than dissociated parts. Now the population of India is 920 million. That is more than the population of Africa and South America together. So if the population is not controlled, most of the people would die in their huts with just a hope. But with time, people are now concerned about the survival of the planet. We have now started to see our existence with a comprehensive view. Solving environmental problems are a passport to the future, and should not be seen as a remark of our death. We should see the world as a whole and not as different parts. So industry has a most crucial role to play in this new era of responsibility. What a transformation would be effected if more businessmen shared the view of the chairman of DuPont, Mr. Edgar S. Woolard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be the company's chief environmental officer. He said, "Our continued existence as a leading manufacturer requires that we excel in environmental performance." Of all the statements made by Margaret Thatcher during the years of her prime ministership, none has passed so decisively into the current coin of English usage as her felicitous words. "No generation has a freehold on this earth. All we have is a life tenancy with a full repairing lease." So in the words of Mr. Lester Brown, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. So in the era of responsibility towards the environment, industry plays an important role. Chairman of DuPont, Mr. Woolard, declared himself as Chief Environmental Officer, and such attitude in other businessmen can have a great effect on the transformation. When Margaret Thatcher was a Prime Minister, her one statement, which was so well chosen, she said that no human on this earth holds a permanent tenure. We all have life possession and a full repairing lease. So according to Mr. Lester Brown, we have borrowed the earth from our children. So we have the responsibility to return it. That's all for today.